There she is, the beautiful Bugatti Chiron. I promised you guys that I'll upload the end result today, but I'm sorry, we didn't make it. It was a really hard installation, 5-star installation of PPF on the whole car, and it really took us hours and hours and late evening to complete it. But it still needs coating, it's not ready, so I'm going to show you guys the Chiron next week. I'm sorry, we have to postpone the episode on the Bugatti for next week, but this week I'm going to show you a very interesting new polisher. I'm Sergio Langedoe, welcome to Ride and Shine Detailing. This is a new Ride My Vlog. So you have to wait for the Chiron, I'm sorry about that, but in this video I'm going to show you guys Rupes LHR21 Mark III. Here she is. And what I would like to do is unbox it, see how the machine looks, how she feels, what sounds it makes, and well, how it works. And I'm not going to give you a very technical review, I'm only going to give you my thoughts on this machine. So let's unbox it. So there she is. Well, first thing I notice is also the long cord. On all the new machines they extended the cord, and well, I like it because the older machines you always have a shortage on the electrical cord. For the rest, some manuals. That's it, nothing really special, so get rid of this box. And look at the machine. Again, this is an old hood, so it doesn't matter that it's getting scratched. And here she is. The new Rupes LHR21 Mark III. So I think to have a good look at the difference between the Mark II and the Mark III is just put them together. You already see that I'm not using a 21 backing plate on the 21 on the Mark II. I replaced it for a 15 backing plate. Why? Because I had to work on a car and my other 15 was somebody else used it, so I changed the backing plate to the 15, and it already, I think a lot of you guys already are working like this. It works perfect. So it is possible to put a 15 backing plate on a 21, but I don't think that Rupes really recommend it or are putting something behind it that, okay, hey, you can do it. But for now, that's the reason why there's a smaller backing plate on my Mark II. Well, for the rest, there's a difference between the machines. Here you can see that there's on this area here, there's nothing. So when you are placing the machine on the ground, on its back, then you're only placing it on this thing, and it prevents your machine from getting damaged, but also this thing damaged. Look at it, it's quite worn out, but I'm really using this machine a lot. So that's also one of the reasons. Place it back like this. But the Mark III also have the rubbery thing over here, so, and also over here. So when you place it on the back, it's more balanced. If you go like this, look, it's more balanced. And this one, it's not so balanced. So that's also one of the very good reasons that your machine. Well, when you stop working, then the machine is still spinning, and you're going like this, and you're placing it like this, and now it's okay. But when it's still spinning, you place it like this, and it goes like this. Sometimes they just fall over, and then that's not so nice because your pad is hitting the ground, that sort of things. So that's really a good improvement. Well, let's look at some more things. You still have the air vents over here. That's also here at the Mark II, and also here on the back is the air vent, and that's also over here. So that's sort of like the same. Also, when you look at the head here, it also looks the same. Not really a big difference. When I took the machine out, I thought that this area was smaller, but now it's the same. Look at it. It's the same. It's the same size. So that's not true. It's not smaller. Well, also one of the big things they changed is the button over here. Here you can adjust the speed on the machine. It goes from 1 to 6, and that's the same with the new Rupes, also from 1 to 6. Only the very big difference is this button is, well, it's just bigger. You'll see it better that which speed you're on, and also each time you are increasing at a level or taking a level back, you feel a little click, and well, that's very nice, because then you feel when you're working, okay, next level, next level, next level, next level. So that's really something they changed, that's better. Here you can see the difference between the Mark II and the Mark III. So I find that a big improvement. Also, the handle over here is much more solid. It feels just better. The older one is, well, of course, this one has been used very often, but it's sort of, you know, it doesn't feel very solid. It is solid, but not as solid as this one. You really feel a very good, solid handle. And also one of the things that is different, you can you can adjust the speed with the handle. That's the same as with the rotary. You can adjust the speed, so you don't have to use this one. Or you can, when you stop polishing, and you can just reduce speed and it doesn't swing around, that sort of things. So that's really also a big improvement. And for the rest, well, they changed this side. It's a little rubbery line that's not here. Maybe it's something for your hands, I don't know. Feels better, not so slippery. I don't know. Sort of like the same. It's not really a big difference. So let's put a pad on the machine and let's see how it sounds and how it feels, and also how it corrects. So let's do a little sound comparison between the two machines. Of course, it's not really something that you can compare, because this is an older machine, and when the machine gets older it's going to make a little more noise, but well, it's just for the fun, you know, is it really noisy or not? So here we go. This is the old Mark II. Now I can show you what I explained. When the machine is rotating like this, and you'll put it on the brake, it's a little bit unstable. So now let's listen to this one. Wow, I don't really hear anything very different, sort of like the same noise, so that's not really a big difference. What I showed you is when you put it like this, much more stable. Works really good. So let's put a pad on it. I come to use the blue pad. Well, this is one of the pads I hate in the beginning, because they have a real splash around. The product just flies everywhere. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, I don't know, but I tried everything and it still spatters everywhere. So let's put it on the machine. It's centered because you also have the hole in the middle, as we already know. I'm using the Angel Wax Resurrection because I really am a big fan of Angel Wax compounds. Here we go. I hope I can reduce the spatter a little bit. Well, it feels okay. Put it on 4.5. Really feels very good, very solid. Again, good balance. So let's go and do some testing with the handle. It's on 3. Then I'm going on a little bit, like 5.5, and then let's play something with the handle, how this works. Well, really works very well. It's a pretty good machine. And again, of course, the blue pads did spatter again. So if you have any suggestions on that, please let me know, because I already tried everything. So I'm going to show you guys some video up close to the machine, how she handles here on top of this on this hood. So let's see how this. I can show you guys the balance. Of course, Rupes is very famous of polishing the machine very carefully. So you can polish just with one hand. We've seen that a lot on all other machines, but also again this machine is very well balanced. So let's start. I'm always starting very slow. Well, you can first spread the product on one part of the hood, but I'm always just placing the machine from one spot using a very low speed, and then spread the product and then increase speed and then start polishing. So let's do that. And again, I'm going to show you with one hand that it's really well balanced. Works perfect. So I am, well, am I impressed with the machine? I can hardly say, but then I have to work with it some longer. But the first impression is very, very good. I'm going to make some scratches and see how, because they are promising us an increasement or a better correction power, because the machine is already even more powerful. So let's make some scratches on this hood, or find some scratches, and then see how she corrects it. Of course, this is very important because it always is a combination with your pad and polish or your compounds. So I'm using quite a strong polishing pad, compounding pad, and you can also use microfibers, lamb's wool, everything. What I am a very fan of is lamb's wool on these machines, because the correction is just insane. You'll get almost the same, or even maybe sometimes even better, the same correction as with a normal with the rotary. So let's see how this machine corrects scratches. I'm going to find some scratches on this hood. Well, I found some scratches over here, this section, and it goes up to here. Hope you guys can see them. I think so. Well, let's try and see what the machine does in one polishing stage. So I'm going to cover this area like 4 or 5 times with passes and see how this machine corrects this. So, and you can work some longer with this product, because it's not a very short circle product. You can also work longer with it, but for now I want to see what it does with 4 or 5 passes and nothing more, so you can work faster. And of course there are some deeper scratches left, but for now it took out the swirls perfectly. Again, it's a combination of the pad and the product, but it looks okay. Let's give you guys a closer look. So it was this section over here with the swirls and the medium scratches, and it looks perfect. And here are some deeper ones that left behind, but I just put no pressure on the machine. Just let the machine do its work, also the pad. And maybe if I'm going to give a little bit more pressure, because that's the way it works, you just have to make sure you have the right pressure. It's just one thing you have to. Here are some scratches left. It's just one thing you have to get used to, how much pressure you have to put on the machine to get the good results or the good correction on the paint. So this is the end of my product review about the new Rupes 21 Mark III. I'm also very anxious about the Rupes LHR21. Also the Mark III. It's of course it's going to be released, I think, next year. Also this machine is going to be released next year. And well, it was very nice to do this review and to feel how this machine works. What I think of it, it feels better. All the buttons, they adjust. It's just better. You have more grip on the rubber on the buttons. So should I buy it? Yes, I should already buy it, because I'm a great fan of all the Rupes machines. I'm not promoting them, but you know, this is what I work with every day, and this is one of the most important tools for a detailer. So I'm very fan of these machines, and well, I really like it. Well, do you want to know more about the Rupes, the 21 or other products? Go to rupes.com. Again, I'm not promoting it, but you can go to their website and you can read everything about this machine, all the technical specifications, are on their website. I can explain everything about the technical specifications, but I want to do a review about what I feel with the machine, not how fast it goes and everything. You can tell more about these machines, about the rotation, about the orbital, everything. No, I just want to give you guys a review or insight on how I feel about this machine. And should I buy it? Yes, I should. I like this machine. So this was it for this Ride My Vlog. If you want to see more videos, you can do that over here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do that over here. Bye bye, see you next time.